continuation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a continuation from yesterday. I have chosen to do like these pop-up lives, and this is one of those lives where we're talking about love specifically, okay? Um Today is part 3. So we're going to continue like with Taurus, Gemini, um Libra, and then of course we'll come back with part 4 doing the ones that's left, like Scorpios, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to log in and jump on. All right. This was not planned. This is why it is a pop-up love reading. Okay. So we are going to have some fun today. We're going to get busy. I don't know about you guys, but here on the East Coast, we are seriously experiencing some crazy rain, okay? A lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms, and hopefully it doesn't get any more crazy, all right? That's what we're doing today. We're just going to chill and relax. We're not going to pressure ourselves. We're not going to do too much. One of my cards is wrong. Okay, hold on. So we're not going to do too much. We're just going to chill and relax and love up on each other and enjoy this craziness that's out there. You know, if you guys are like me, I do not like to be in the rain when it's like super crazy. Like whenever it's storming and doing too much, I'm just like, nope. Let me cut out the lights. Let me chill. Let me put on a good movie. And I just let it be, you know, I just let it have at it. I just go, boop, there you go. It's time to chill, cut out all the lights, let's relax. But I'm choosing to do these pop-up love readings because I realize a lot of you have been like popping up with questions and concerns all up in my email. And I want to make sure that I address some concerns or maybe touch on topics that you guys, Vegas. Somebody's called me from Vegas. Don't know. Anyway. So, let's get into this. All right. We got plenty of love cards on the table, guys. So, we are going to begin and do some magic. All right. So, first, guys, we are starting off with Taurus. No. Yeah, we're going to start off with Taurus, and then we'll go to Gemini and then Libra, okay? So this for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Horizon, or Venus and Taurus. This is your life, this is your love energy. Okay, it's force of habit. Like I'm so used to saying life and love energy, so it's habit. But Taurus, this is for you, okay? Making amends, making things right, keeping the peace. This is going to be an interesting week for a lot of you. This is for Taurus man and the Taurus woman. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Horizon, or Venus and Taurus. This is your love energy for the week, okay? I'm not going to give a specific day because whenever you tap in and watch this video is when your week begins. So each and every last one of you guys is going to play out differently. So do not expect anything to be totally just for you. This is a general reading, okay? Guys, don't not forget, every Saturday we are live, okay? With our Life and Love weekly energy, all right? Every Saturday. So here we go, Taurus. You ready? Oh, commitment. That wasn't hard. Okay. It says commitment. Woo. That's a lot of energy there, Taurus. Okay? So, well, this makes sense because we are experiencing a lot of different planetary movements this season. And aside from like if the sun going into Cancer wasn't enough, making us all moody and emotional, right? We are dealing with Pluto bouncing back into Capricorn, Saturn hanging out everywhere else. And then we have all these collisions, between planets. So it's like, I feel like we're being forced to deal with reality. Pluto also bounced. Yeah, I said Pluto is back into Capricorn, right? So that's also forcing us to deal with some changes and to kind of step our game up a little bit, So while Saturn is pushing us to be mature, Pluto is like, okay, get your stuff together. It's time for you to think, to be mature, to be ready for this transition, to gather yourself together. And so it doesn't surprise me that you did get the commitment thing, Taurus, because, I mean, Capricorn is just a sign, right? So when you have Pluto go into Capricorn, it's like, okay, now what are we doing? We have to be serious about this change. We have to make this commitment. We have to do the things right. It's like come correct or don't come at all. And I feel like that is your approach in love this season is, you know, I want to be with you, but it's either you come correct or not come at all. Like, I'm not going to waste time with you. I'm not going to waste time arguing and being frustrated with you. If we're going to do this thing, we're going to do it. Okay. We're going to make sure that we are being strategic in the way that we are loving each other. Like, we're going to start to care for one another and look out for each other. And we're going to do this the right way. All right. So let's look a little bit deeper as to why, you know, because we need to speak with Venus, the goddess of love. Okay, so let's get into that. All right, let's call on Venus, the goddess of love. Call on spirits and gods or God and goddesses. Thank you for showing up and showing out in our reading today. Thank you for showing us love. Thank you for showing us what we need to know. Thank you for clarity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to all my replayers, guys. Don't forget, every Saturday we are live. Guys, don't forget, you guys can also become a member of my channel, okay? Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Again, this is just a pop-up video, so it doesn't matter one way or another if you guys are tuning in right now or not. Sometimes I cannot always see when you guys are tuning in. So if you have commented or released a question or concern and I did not respond, trust me, it's not me being an asshole. It could just be literally my system acting up, okay? So let's go, Taurus. I love you. This is your love energy for the week, all right? This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Taurus. This is for the Taurus man and the Taurus woman. Here you go. Oh, my goodness. Somebody is seriously ready for love. I mean, some of you could really, Taurus, listen. Watch out for your friends trying to introduce you to people, okay? Be careful not to just, I mean, you don't really strike me as a type of person anyway, like to just accept any type of invite or any type of, well, invite was the right word, if I could just sum it up. But I feel like some of you are really deep in love this week, like really focusing on reigniting that spark or really focusing on healing your relationship with this person. If you guys are single, again, watch out for being hooked up by one of your friends, because although your friends may have good intentions, I feel like the person that they could be trying to hook you up with may just not be what you are looking for in terms of your heart, okay? So Taurus, be very cautious about that. You may find them super attractive, but as we all know, if it's too good to be true, or if it sounds like it's too good to be true, then most likely it probably is. So you want to make sure that you guys are not just jumping into something just because it sounds good or because it looks good or make you feel that good, okay? Take your time, you know, continue like you always do, you know, take your time getting to know someone. Make sure that this is something that you want to do, though. You know, it's easy for your friends to kind of get you involved and say, hey, you know, she looks good, or yo, he's really attractive, you know, that type of thing. But make sure that this is something that you desperately want, because some of you may not even really be in the mood for love, right? But I feel like whether you want it or not, baby, it's here and it's attacking really strongly. So you guys, aside from commitment, okay, the actual love energy popped up here, like holding on to a big old heart. Right, so this could be you guarding your heart, protecting your loved ones. This could even be guarded, you know, watching out for red flags, that type of thing. But this can also represent new love coming in for you, a new beginning. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, so it says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So I feel like you guys can be definitely most attracted to someone who is not afraid to show their vulnerable side and who's not afraid to be romantic. Someone who is, you will prefer to be with someone who get you emotionally, of course, but it's bigger than that. It's like you need to feel secure and comfortable with this person. And some of you could even find yourself in a situation where you're with someone who your sun signs may be compatible, but then emotionally, like, they suck. Like, they may not be giving you that fulfillment that you seek, that strong desire of intimacy and love, and the sexual desires that you guys crave, those type of things. They may not be giving you all of those things. And I think that can definitely put a strain on your relationship, especially if you guys are coupled up. But if you guys are single, here is your chance to kind of make it known, of what you really look for in a mate, what you really look for in a relationship. Are you just dating right now? Or are you looking for something much more solid, like a marriage or a long-term relationship? Like, this is your chance to make that commitment, not just to yourself, but to honor your boundaries, right? To now set the tone to say, listen, this is what I will deal with and this is what I will not tolerate. This is your chance for those of you that are single. This is your chance to let it be known what your real heart desires are. But for those of you that are coupled up, you could be in for a treat romantically, okay? You will be feeling really good and happy and satisfied knowing that you are still putting your foot down, but now you're going to be bold and you're going to make some healing decisions this week in love, okay? So let's look at I have a great feeling why the commitment card came out with love. This can also be engagement for some of you. Some of you could be just simply taking your relationship to a higher level, getting married, getting engaged, that type of thing. Some of you could be dealing trying to have kids. I see fertility here as well, because look, we're looking at Venus on this card as well, okay? So it's saying, I would recommend that you guys, if you don't know, find out where your Jupiter is in your birth chart. Find out where your Venus is, find out where your Saturn is, and find out where your Mars is, because Mars is the planet of action, right? So it would determine how you approach this situation or how you approach this relationship. And then find out where your Venus is what you look for in love, the ideal partner that will actually please you and make you happy, what satisfy you in love, that type of thing. Look at your moon sign, look at your Saturn, where your Saturn placements, right? Saturn is all about philosophy, religious, and that type of thing. So make sure that you guys are spiritually compatible and not just emotionally compatible, because you guys can be emotionally compatible, but then spiritually you will be so in sync. So I think it's so important to look at all of your personal planets. Okay, Jupiter is all about your luck, adventures, things of that nature. You guys gotta find this type of stuff out. I'm telling you, it is extremely helpful, okay? I've done it. I've done the work. I've done my research. And I'm glad that I did, because it helped me to understand who I am a lot more, So I always try to encourage people to do the same. So let's see why love and commitment came out. Come on, spirits and guides, or gods and goddesses. Come on, Venus, the goddess of love. Thank you for showing up and showing out, giving us clarity and support. Thank you for showing us what we need to know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This message is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Venus and Taurus. This is for the Taurus man and the Taurus woman. All right, let's go. Journal, okay? So it's saying here that you need to write down your ideas, okay? You need to process your ideas, even epiphanies or dreams that you have. Contemplate on it, meditate on it. What do you think these dreams mean? How did you feel when you had these dreams? Have you been having a lot of deep thoughts about marriage and about love? If you're even thinking about this person so much and you guys are not together, maybe it's time you figure out why you've been thinking about this person so much. Maybe you really do love this person and you just can't be with them right now. That can be a very interesting thing, because it's hard to be in love with someone and you can't be with them, So that's something that you will definitely have to work on throughout your love life. But I feel like this week starts the beginning of manifesting the type of love that you want. And that's why the journal card came out, because Spirit wants you to take inventory. Spirit wants you to manifest and to write down what your true heart's desires are. And not only that, but to actually begin to manifest these things, okay? All right, so let's see our overall guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus and Taurus, all right? Let's see. Okay. Sacred union. Wow, a lot of you guys are definitely falling in love or getting into some type of new relationship. Okay, but it's saying sacred union. Look at this, okay? Beautiful energy. I love this. All right? It's beautiful energy. That's almost like soulmate injury. Soulmate injury. Did I just say that? Soulmate energy, okay? But this is also could be like kindred spirits coming together. So someone is not just your soulmate; they can also be like your twin flame. And listen, not all twin flames have the honor of actually being together. You know, some twin flames are caught up in marriages and different relationships, and sometimes it can be challenging trying to meet with your twin flame and to speak with your twin flame because there's always obstacles. But one thing for certain is that no matter what, you know, no matter where you go or how many people you date or how many soulmates you encounter, your twin flame will never stop loving you. They will never stop seeking you or seeking your energy. They will always seek your energy, okay? So it says here to honor and trust and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So for those of you that are coupled up, if you've been wondering, should I marry this person? Should I get engaged to this person? The answer should be yes. But what does your heart say, right? How do you really feel? Because we got the little heart here, right? The little tiny heart. Then we got the big old heart here, right? So then we got this energy here talking about literally making a commitment. So someone could be literally ready for commitments, but may not have yet found the person that they dream of. I will begin with not looking for perfection, but looking for a friend. You know, I'm looking for someone that you can confide in, someone who makes you laugh, someone that keeps you company, someone that, and when I say keeps you company, I'm not just talking about like physically, I'm talking about literally just even on the phone. Like you just want to be able to talk to this person and hear their voice, that type of thing. There's no greater love than being able to be with someone who makes you feel, you know. It's one thing to say, oh, they are so sexy and so hot, but it's another thing to say, this person actually makes me feel, you know. They challenge me, they are always on my back. Even though you hate it, you love it because nobody's ever believed in you that much. Nobody has ever pushed you that hard before. So to have that type of love is beautiful, right? If you find a love and you feel like you see yourself in this person, that is just spirit way of letting you know that you have met your soulmate. And it's okay if you guys can't be together right now. You know, it doesn't mean that you guys can ever be together. So even if you are seeking to have children or seeking to get married one day or seeking to just be in love and have a good, stable relationship, you know, you can't put your life on hold for just one person. You understand what I'm saying? Again, the person that is really meant for you won't ever stop caring and they won't ever stop loving you. Okay? So Taurus, I love you, but I definitely need to move on to our beautiful Geminis. All right? Let me know we stop Taurus at 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay? All right, here we go, guys. Let me shuffle. Let me shuffle. All right, guys, here we go. Ooh, this message is for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. Thank you, Gemini, for tuning in. Shout out to all my replays, guys. I'm G1 Live with G1 Insights. If you don't know me, then you know. All right, every Saturday we are live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Shout out to all my Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. This is for Gemini man and the Gemini woman. Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Venus in Gemini. Let's go. Gemini, I feel like you're not afraid to open up and to express yourself this week. You're literally wearing your heart on your sleeve, which is something you don't really take lightly. You don't do it often. So when you do, you expect this person to show you love in return and to reciprocate, okay? So let's see. What's expected out of love this week for you or this season, okay? Oh my goodness. I saw this card last night. I am their light. So let me put this back and see, because I want to make sure that this is your energy, Gemini. Okay, because when cards pop up randomly over and over, you would think out of 66 cards, more than one card will pop up, but sometimes it doesn't. It's just the way the world works. All right, so here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus and Gemini. This is a Gemini man and a Gemini woman. Here we go. Okay. Miscommunication. Well, that's expected because, Saturn is retrograding right now. Mercury is just doing dumb stuff this week. So it's expected for miscommunication to happen, especially when moody, emotional Cancer energy is here. It's like, you want to open up, but I feel like, I feel like you have to watch out. Not that you are always possessive, but I think that some of you have these possessive tendencies, and I think that you may need to watch out for that, okay? Don't be so bossy and too hard on a person, and don't be too fragile with the way that you handle yourself or the way that you handle money. Try your best not to be too flirtatious. I feel like there's some hiccups in the relationship or in your union, perhaps because I feel like you guys are still trying to learn each other or still trying to understand one another. So I think it's so important this week that you do open up and that you do speak about the things that trouble you, things that's on your mind, whether it is personal or professional. It doesn't matter. I think that the person you're dealing with need to know. I think you owe it to them to at least express the reason why you've been behaving so erratically or the reason why you've been kind of to yourself. There's two sides to you, Gemini. You know that, the one who always takes care of their business. And then there's a side of Gemini who likes to just play around and bullshit all day. And so I think that what side do you want to show? Do you want to show the fun, loving, charismatic Gemini, the one who's always up on their toes, always giving their spouse the thing that they need, and I don't mean like physical things. I mean like intimacy, Are you that type of person? Are you going to show that type of thing, right? So I think this week you will have your chance to do so, where you will allow your vulnerability to kind of take over for a while. And by the end of, especially by the end of next week, you will see a dramatic change in your attitude because you have learned to just open up, what's the point in being the boss and being in charge and acting kind of arrogant and cocky if you lose the one you love, right? Like if you're losing the one who will really truly ride and die for you, what is the point? There might have been some minor frustrations at home, but it doesn't mean that you guys are not meant to be. So it's like, I think, this energy this week is really pushing you to take things a bit more seriously. And with that being said, you will want to open up a bit more and to chat a bit more and to show more love than you have done recently, okay? So let's look deeper into this energy and let's see why miscommunication came out. Let me show you what this looks like. All right, shout out to all my replayers and loved ones that are just tuning in or that will be tuning in, guys. I do not always get to see when you guys are tuning in or when you're typing or commenting. I don't always get to see it for some weird reason. So like for some reason, I may get emails like, oh, you need to fix this. Oh, the live did that, So thank you guys for keeping me up on my toes, okay? So Gemini, thank you again for watching. Here we go. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus and Gemini. Let's see why miscommunication came out. Soulmates. Okay, yep. So you guys are soulmates. If you have been wondering, and that has been on your mind, and you're wondering, why am I so attached to this person? Why I feel like I have to speak to this person? Why do I always want to hear their voice? Like, it drives me crazy, right? This can very well be a soulmate of yours. However, again, try not to be too bossy or too controlling. Try not to be too, I don't want to say standoffish, because you guys are definitely not the standoffish type, of course, unless you got like Aquarius in your birth chart, but you guys don't really strike me as like the standoffish type. I think this is more just try not to be so self-centered with your emotions, okay? Again, how would this person know how you feel if the only time you're calling them and blowing up their phone is when you want to get sassy or when you want to be bossy and controlling, right? Like, blow me up just because you love me or just because you want to hear my voice, right? Like, you have to be careful because you too, Gemini, can have a very short, sweet, sensitive side to you, right? Most people don't get to see it because all you do is joke around all day, right? So a lot of people don't get to see that side of you. And again, I will use the advantage this week to share that side with the love of my life, like my soulmate, my spouse. But it says this is a soul connection, partnership, or some type of agreement. Okay, so you could be married to this person, engaged to this person. You could be simply just living with this person or just simply dating this person. But this is a soul contract, the meeting of the minds, the meeting of the souls. Like, this is, I really, really like you. Like, this week, you will really find out what you really, really want in your relationship. And because you are being redirected, you have to go back inside of you and figure out, I've been acting like this because, like, you must be honest and tell this person how you feel. I be like this because I don't want to lose you. I really do like you a lot, or I do love you. You make me happy. There's a part of you that I don't want to be without. You have to begin to open up, because if you don't, this person is going to think that you just careless and senseless and don't give a damn, and you don't want that. You don't want that to be the last thing that they think about you. So let's see why the soulmate energy came out with miscommunication. Let me show what the soulmate energy looks like. Okay, for those of you who don't know. Again, guys, for those of you that are watching or tuning in late, for my replayers, I'm June Writer with Gemini Insights, and this message is for Gemini at the moment. We have stopped Taurus at 18 minutes and 30 seconds, and we are doing Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. This is clarity. Thank you, calling on Venus, the goddess of love. Thank you for showing us what we need to know for Gemini. Yep, told you. This is a twin flame energy, my love. This is the meeting of the minds, meeting of the souls. You may literally have just met this person and you have this weird connection with them and you can't shake them. Like, you talk stuff and you may even get upset with them and be angry, and again become really bossy and controlling. But at the end of the day, it's something about them that you really cannot shake. Like, you really want this person in your life. But I think the approach, I feel like you cannot approach everybody the same. If you're going to really approach this person and you really want them in your life, then you're going to have to find a very unique way on how to approach them. Because even if they are your soulmate, even if they are your twin flame, although they may have deep feelings for you, you still need to come correct. I've been saying that the whole video. Like, come correct or don't come at all. I just feel like that's you guys' energy. Come correct or don't come at all. This is an eternal love. This is soulmate energy. This is a passionate union, okay? And it's can be even more passionate, but it's not going to be too passionate if you're lying to yourself or you're lying to them, or if you're withholding information or withholding your feelings, okay? So be very, very cautious about that type of thing, all right? Okay, we need to look at the love cards for overall advice. I know twin flames and soulmate energy is here, but I also see miscommunication. There's a reason why there's a miscommunication, Someone could have been lied on, cheated on, felt disrespected or betrayed, and it's up to you guys to make it right. All right? So this message is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is what Spirit needs you to know. And this is how you should approach the next week when it comes to love, okay? Because you guys already know that you really want this person. You already know this. So what can you do to make things better? Uh-oh. All right. Oh, seriously? Oh, my God. That card literally just came out for somebody else. Okay. All right. So it says to wait. Okay, do not rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay, again, don't be impulsive, don't be bossy, don't try to force the situation. Just let it naturally happen. If you truly want this person, you will find a different approach. You will learn that everyone is different, everybody's spirit is different, everyone's emotions is different. People been through things. So when you're coming off very bossy or controlling or unnerving, and it's a bit unsettling to some people, even though for some of you, that could be just your personality. You're bold, you're courageous, you don't mind stepping up to the plate and taking initiative. And while that can be sexy for most people, for some people, it's like, well, I'd appreciate that. I also would appreciate if you're not forcing me to become something that I'm not ready to be, or trying to force me to do something that I don't want to do, right? So it says, do not rush into it. Allow nature to take its course, okay? If this person is meant for you, it's going to be regardless. You do not have to force it. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to demand it. You don't have to do any of that. When this union was brought together, it was brought together for a reason. You guys met each other for a reason. So just kind of fall back a little bit and just allow this thing to naturally unfold. And you will see a huge difference in this person's approach and even in your attitude. Again, within the next 6 weeks especially, I promise you, as you begin to heal yourself and work on healing your relationship, trust me, you're going to see a very huge increase in the way that your relationship goes. You will see a difference, all right? But as of right now, just kind of take it easy. Breathe a little bit. Don't stress. But if you do want to know if this person is your soulmate, if you do want to know if this person could even be a twin flame, the answer is yes, okay? Some of you have encountered that, and that's a beautiful thing, and you do not want to mess that up, okay? Well, you can't really mess up with your twin flame anyway, because they know you. They know you before you even say anything, right? So you can't really mess up with them anyway. But I feel like just be patient with the process. If you feel like there's a bit of possessiveness even on their part, maybe they're getting on your nerve, blowing your phone up and nagging you, right? You're like, yo, I'm crazy about you, I love you, I want to be with you, but this nonsense has to stop. Again, opening up and being vulnerable and not being afraid to share your feelings should have all the answers for you, okay? That should definitely help you with this situation, whatever it is that you guys could be going through. All right, so let's move on to Libra. Yes. This is good. This is good stuff, guys. This is good stuff. Let it be known we stopped Gemini at 32 minutes. All right, Libra. Here we go. This message is for Libra. Someone arising on Venus and Libra. Sorry, guys. All right. Alarm went off. All right, this is for Gemini. Someone arising on Venus and... Why the hell I keep saying Gemini? This is for Libra. Someone arising on Venus and Libra. This is for the Libra man and the Libra woman. This is for Libra. Someone arising on Venus in Libra. Okay. Shout out to all my replayers and loved ones. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget that you can also become a member of this channel as well. All right, so here we go. Every Saturday, guys, we are live. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m., okay? Learning to forgive, okay. I do feel that with you, Libra. I do feel like this week is going to be a week of recognition and a week of restoration for you spiritually, mentally, and even emotionally. I do feel like you're taking the time out to hear someone out, to forgive someone else, and for someone else to even forgive you. I feel like this is a great week for you guys to focus on your heart's desires. And as everyone else, we all have been experiencing different things, so that's understandable. But for you, Libra, this is huge. This is really working something out with someone special, or maybe you have really taken the time recently to do that, and now I feel like a lot of you are choosing whether you are ready for new love or not. Okay, so let's look at why learning to forgive came out. But first, let me show you what this card looked like. Okay. You know what I do see, though? It's like branches to me. But what I see is there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So it could be like no drama, no headaches, feeling free, feeling withered, feeling left out, or this could just be simply, some of you could just be feeling empty. Or this could even be nesting something, right? Like, or manifesting something. Because just because there's nothing there, yeah, it doesn't mean that nothing won't come of it. All right? Here we go, Libra. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus on Libra. This is for Libra man and the Libra woman. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is for Libra. Come on, Venus, the goddess of love. Libra, Venus is your ruling planet, and it's doing so many amazing things this season. Oops, look at that. All the cards fell out. Now that we are in, the sun is in Cancer, and now that things are moving along, we have so much to celebrate, so much to overcome, so much to let go of. And I feel like for you, this is a restoration period, okay? Here we go. Why are the same cards keep popping out? What is the world is going on? All right. A lot of the same cards keep popping up, guys. This is weird. And I keep shuffling and boop and just keep doing the same old thing. All right. Here we go. What is it? Oh, making healthy choices. Okay, absolutely. Having boundaries, setting those boundaries, letting it be known. Okay, again, learning to forgive yourself for your past mistakes, learning to forgive others. But now you're in a position, like I said, you're either choosing whether you're ready to love again or not. But it's like, even if you did make a choice to do so, that you're in a perfect position to make some healthy choices because you know where you've been, you know where you've gone, right? But it says making healthy choices in love and in life, okay? Self-love, self-care, being happier, choosing. Again, I feel like this is, when I'm looking at learning to forgive, I feel like this is, really learning from your past mistakes, learning that you've been there and done that, and you don't have to put yourself through those things again, okay? So just simply making healthy choices, setting some boundaries, putting yourself first, that type of thing, okay? Self-care, self-love, that is definitely Cancer energy. And don't forget to give yourself that emotional stability, okay? Cancer represents that as well. Pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams, the things that you feel this week. Pay attention to things that just don't even make sense. Write them down. But the fact that you're in a perfect position to even make these healthy choices tell me that you have taken the necessary time to work through your problems and to heal, okay? See, it's saying healthy choices. Yep, just like Libra. Making healthy choices. That's the right thing to do, my love. Here we go. We are going to call on Venus, the goddess of love, to help us. Okay, thank you for assisting us. This message is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus on Libra. Please show us why healthy choices came out. Stuck. Okay, feeling stuck. Yep, I kind of felt that. Again, making healthy choices in love and in life. Focus on self-love. You're focusing on your self-care. Focusing on just simply being happier. But again, the choice is yours. Again, I've seen that with learning to forgive. It's like you're deciding if you are wanting to even fall back in love or not, I mean, who doesn't want love? But it's like, do I really want to put myself back through that again? And you don't have to. That's why Spirit is saying make those healthy choices. Continue to do that. All right. Be careful not to get caught up in a third party situation, dealing with someone who could possibly be engaged or married, or if you're married, be very cautious about talking to someone else on the side, that type of thing. Make sure that you are focused, and clearing your energy. Okay, you got more than one card telling you that to clear energy. You could have been stuck in a situation like that where you were dealing with more than one person, or you could have been with someone who had someone else on the side. And that could have caused you a lot of heartache and a lot of pain. And maybe at one point you definitely felt disrespected by this person because you tolerated a lot. And how dare them, right? The whole time they could have had a girlfriend or maybe a man on the side, that type of thing. All right. But this is definitely because you have been through these things, you must make these healthy choices. You must set boundaries, okay? But it's saying there can be a sudden block, like a block in your heart chakra, okay? Something that is causing you to put up your defenses to guard your heart. So this week I feel like Spirit is asking you why, to dig deep and to really try to figure out what is causing this pressure, what is causing you to feel like, nope, I'm not doing this, I'm good where we at. I'm not getting involved with this, right? Some of you could be ironically getting involved with people who want to kind of just show you off, if you know what I mean. And I feel like a lot of you could be questioning, is this for real? Or are you just with me for show? That type of thing. Are you with me because you really do love me and you really do want us to work? Or are you with me just so you can say, you want me back? Like that type of thing. I feel like you want some answers, because again, I just feel like you don't want to go back to the place where you guys were once before. So for a lot of you, this could be you going back to an ex, or maybe you guys have recently done that, or maybe you guys have been considering those things. And of course you're going to have concerns. Of course you're going to have questions, because maybe they have betrayed you before. And so now you just like, hey, if I'm going to deal with you, I need to know that you're serious. Like, I'm not going to keep being with you and loving on you if this is not what you really want. Okay. For a lot of you, this can be a Scorpio. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Sag. Some of you could even be dealing with a Cancer. But there's some type of silence here between you and this person, okay? Or this can be you giving someone silence, or them giving you silence, not really giving you the answers that you need or that you seek, okay? You feel like somebody is playing a lot of mind games, so maybe that is feel stuck. Maybe that's why you not really insecure, but just feeling unsure of yourself, or unsure of the relationship, or where the relationship is even going. I mean, is there a plan? Are we going to get married? Are we just going to continue to shack up? All right. I feel like you do need to clear the energy, and it's interesting because learning to forgive is here. And yeah, I can do that. Sure, I can learn to forgive and work through our problems, but I also need to know that we're not here to play games this time around, right? Like, we're gonna come in and make some healthy choices. We're gonna decide to ride for each other, to love on each other. We're gonna also make sure that our energy is clear, that we're not going back into old habits, that we're not falling back into old habits, that we're not doing the same things that we used to do, flirting with other people, disrespecting one another in public, cheating on each other, that type of thing. Like, I feel like it needs to be some boundaries here. So if you want to know, should you be with this person again, that choice is totally yours. But do I think you need to set some strong boundaries? Absolutely. Especially if this person is trying to make some type of commitment to you. For a lot of you, I feel like you do want that strong commitment, and you very well may get it, but it will come with some sacrifice, and it will come with this person really taking you seriously and understanding that you are sacrificing a lot of yourself to even be with them, Like, who the hell want to keep wondering what their person is doing? Like, nobody wants to go through that, And I feel like that's something you need to put out there. Like, if we're going to be together, I don't want to have to worry about you. I don't want to have to worry if you're faithful to me or not. Look at this. Telling you, love hurts, okay? But Cupid arrow never fails to strike. And again, I feel like some of you could be falling back in love with someone that you used to be with, or some of you could be trying to decide what you're going to do, whether you're going to walk away from this person or work it out with this person. Oh, my allergies. Okay, but it says Cupid's arrow strikes, okay? So definitely falling in love, coming up with a plan. Don't forget to set those boundaries, okay? Because it will definitely help in your relationship, especially if this person has failed you before, or disrespected you before, or is sending you red flags that they have not changed, okay? Make sure that you are setting those boundaries. That is my biggest message for you today, Libra. So, guys, shout out to our Taurus, our Geminis, and our Libras. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I definitely must go. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Shout out to all my replayers. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to everybody that has been emailing me. You guys are great. If you do want a personal reading, of course, email me. The link will be in the description below. All right, at g1insights.org@gmail.com. Okay, that is my email. But I will make sure that I put it in the description. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yeah.